Okay, so welcome guys. Welcome to your next day session on
Hi.
Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Management. So in this class, we will start navigating to, application and we'll try to see how the application look and feel, etc. Okay. So yesterday we discussed about basic, what is ERP and everything. Now today, uh, we also discuss the project plan. Okay. So when you are joining to any company, you are not going to directly develop the software. You will start testing it, working fine or not, the functionality. Then slowly, we will give up instance to the business to do their transactions. So in real time, we have three or four types of instances. Instances means work area where we will work. So usually we call dev. Dev means development instance. Development instance. Dev means development instance. Then we have test. This means test instance. Next we have prod. This is production instance. Okay. Usually as a we are the implementation partners. We are implementing Oracle for them. So we don't do any transactions. What do you mean of transaction? What is mean of implementation? There are two types of user. Two types of users. One is called implementation users. Second is business users. So implementations people, we are the person like you know IBM people, TCS. These type of people will implement the application for the business. And business users are the actual users using the application. They perform the transaction in the application. So we implementation consultant majorly do all the configuration in all the instance, but we don't do transaction. What is transactions? What is configurations? I will explain in the next classes. Okay. So we users will do all the configurations. Configuration means setups. How they are looking, what sort of a you know uh, business they are doing, how their items to be created. All these setups we will do. Then we will ask business users to test it or use it. So that way they call business users. Okay. Usually the instances, let me share one of the instance, how the instance look and feel, so that you will get some understanding how the instance look and feel. For example, we have instance like this, like HTTP, SAS. Demo instances, we can see demo instances, we can see the demo, but remaining, the um, users, how it looks, instance is HTTPS colon slash FA dash EXGR slash, excuse me, dev FA demo dot one, something like that, it will come dot com. So like this, it will generate the URLs. URLs will given by the business, like that it will come. Similarly, we can set up like production also. Production also, they will give URL. These URLs usually log in and we will set up for the users. We have two types of users, implementation user and business user. Implementation users are the people who do all the configurations. Business users are the persons who do all the transactions. Okay, that is the major two differences. Now, there are, when you want to do any transactions, you need to have roles. Okay, roles means you will get some access to do those transactions. See, as a employee, you need to get or required roles to do your jobs. Okay, so thus these roles categorize into three, which are abstract role, Next one is duty roles. Third one is job roles. Okay. We have a data roles also. This is automatically will come. Okay. Abstract role are common in nature, like employee. When you use employee, by using employee is a abstract role, by default you will get access to check your pay slips, apply your leaves. This automatically you will get the access for applying a roles, sorry, for applying leaves and all. That is abstract role. Duty role is a specific functionality access, like creating a requisition, creating a purchase order, receiving items, something like that. A specific functionality we called a duty. A specific functionality called duty. That is the functionality or the work you will do. So you are creating a requisition. That is the work you will do when you get this duty access. So these duties grouped together will create a job role. Okay, you are the buyer. Okay, buyer will have what are all the access that will come from the job role. So let's suppose if you are procurement requester. So when you have this role, you can able to create the requisition. You can able to edit the requisition. You can able to cancel the requisition. All the duties put together will create a job role. Will create a job role. What is meaning of data role is data role is okay. You get this access. On what data you need to perform the transactions. That is data role. For example, we have business in USA. We have business in India. We have business in India. So in which data you need to perform the transaction you using this role. So that's automatically get assigned when we have one setup. If you do that, let's suppose it will be like USA procurement requester. This access it will get automatically so that the people who have procurement requester he can do the transaction in USA. That is USA user he is. He can do transaction using USA related transactions. Clear so far? Two types of roles we have: implementation user and business user. We can say four types of roles, that is abstract role, duty role, job role, and data role. Abstract role we don't create anything, it's by default it will come like employee, contingent worker. These sort of roles are abstract role. Contingent worker means contract employee. Okay. So duty roles means by default we'll have all the duties. Okay. Creating requisition, what duty required and all. Next, job roles, we can put all these duties together, we create a job role. So we can use Oracle suggested duties or we can customize also. Data role means on what data these jobs need to perform is depends on data role. Now, let us start with a kind of a enterprise structure. Enterprise structure. So we are the implementation users. For example, Rajeshwari is a finance consultant. Okay. Next we have like Ram. Ram is HRMS consultant. HRMS consultant. Next we have Farid is SCM consultant. So we went to the business. Okay, we went to business. So we start asking questions. Okay. For example, our business. For example, our business is let's take a example of any, what shall we pick? Chrome. Well, let us take one of the business. Okay, we will use that business. Okay. Um, Flipkart. I will try to take an example of a specific items. Then we will execute that. Mm, Let us take a Samsung only. Samsung electronics. We'll take Samsung implementation. Samsung, we are going to implement for Samsung, for example. So Samsung company brought the Oracle Fusion, and we as a consultant, we went and start asking questions. Okay, where is your corporate office? Where is your corporate office? Where the people sit? Where is your corporate office? Where the people sit? What transactions they do? And we will maintain in the corporate office level. We call that as the enterprise. We always have a single enterprise. Okay. We can't keep multiple enterprises in one instance. When you are into a instance, you can create one enterprise only. You cannot create anymore. Okay. Okay. Enterprise level, the HCM consultant will ask, okay, how many hours your employee work for week? It's a 40 hours or 45 hours. And what is the minimum age it is allowed to work in our company? Is it 18 years or is it 22 years? Okay, so what is the maximum age it has been allowed? Is it 58 years? Is it 60 years? Like that, we will select. Okay, so next we have how the employee numbering you want it. All these questions the HCM consultant will ask. Okay, where you have business, what you will do, blah blah blah. They will ask. Next, the finance team will start asking questions. What are all the companies you are having the business? I mean, you have business in India and you have business in USA, for example. Okay. So in India, what is the currency you use? So we will use INR. In USA, how you are using currency? We are using US dollars. Okay, India, what is the calendar you followed? They will say like, okay, we are following April to March. In USA, they will say that we are following January to December. This sort of all questions, a finance consultant will start asking. So accordingly, they will create something called ledger. Ledger. Before that, HCM consultants also will ask, okay, boss, do you have any line of businesses like LOB, line of business? Nothing but divisions will be created. Like Samsung will say that, yes, we have a electronics, like home appliances. We have something like so different uh, areas they will say. So that divisions we can create under enterprise. Okay. Next, if you want to do business in India, if you want to do business in India, you need to register with government authorities. You need to register with government authorities. Then only you will get a GSTN numbers, etc. And also, you need to tag your employees to your legal entity. They are the legal employers for you, legal employees to work for you. So that is called legal entity. We usually called government reporting entity. We call GRE, government reporting entity. Usually, if you see a kind of a Samsung is there, right? Or if you say Oppo, if you see the registered name is something different. When you say like Oppo, government registration name in India, if you click, you will see the different name we will get. Okay, something like Oppo Mobiles India, something like that you will get. So likewise, you will see different names. Your government we registered with the one name. That is, we are creating legal entity. Here we will link our employees to our legal entity. So for USA, we will have like EIN or TIN numbers. They give EIN or TIN numbers in USA. So usually, like taxpayer identification number. or employer identification number. Like this, we'll get. In India, it's a goods receipts, like a GSTN numbers we get. Okay. So after that, we'll ask the SEM consultant. So where and all you are doing a business, I mean transactions like purchase order creation, sales order creation, where and all you are doing. So that is called a business unit. Business unit. Business unit is the place where we do all the transactions. Business unit is the place where we do all the transactions like PO, SO, invoice, like account receivable invoice, general ledger, all this will be done at um, business unit level. Then again, SCM consultant asks like where you have plant. Plant means where you will produce the stock, or where is your warehouse. Warehouse where you store your material. How is your warehouse structure? Do you have row, rack, something like that you have? So we'll ask that question. So this is called inventory organization. Okay, inventory organization. This is the simple enterprise structure we need to ask before going to build anything. We need to segregate their business process. So what we do is we are going to say Samsung group of companies, something like that. I'm saying group of companies. So this is our legal entity, sorry, enterprise. Enterprise. So Samsung group of companies might have multiple divisions. Okay, multiple divisions. Something like Samsung Electronics division. There is no just a segregation. That's all. We are not Samsung um, Home Appliance division, or else we can create Samsung India entity like we also. Okay. Now Samsung have a ledger. Samsung India ledger will create, and Samsung. We are going live with two countries, Samsung India and Samsung USA ledger. Next, Samsung India legal entity. This is the company name we are giving, but they might have different name. Okay, Samsung USA legal entity. Next, we have Samsung India business unit. Samsung USA business unit. Next, we will create, when you are creating a legal entity, there is a LDG also we need to link. That is legislative data group. You need to link your employees here. Legislative data group, LDG. Next, in India, for example, Samsung has two places, warehouse. Samsung Bengaluru Inventory Organization. Why I am giving Samsung all the place? Because of easy to identification what is our data. In real time, they might companies will give small names as a prefix like TD, like ON, company wise. Whatever, for example, Teradata is one of the company. We will see TD. On semiconductors, we will keep ON. Something like that. We used to keep. Here, it's our environment. We are doing everything right. I am going to keep something like Samsung Bangalore Inventory Organization, starting with Samsung, Samsung, Samsung. Okay, all the place Samsung, Samsung we are keeping. Okay, so next we are going to use Samsung um, Delhi Inventory Organization. These two places we have plants or warehouses in India. Plants or warehouses in India. So when it comes to USA, we again might have, it's all based on the requirements we are asking, based on the questions we are putting to the business, we are collecting this data. We are collecting this data. We are not something that randomly we can keep, right? It's all like we are asking business. They are giving the data. Accordingly, based on that data, we are building this. We are building this. Okay. Next is Samsung New York. New York inventory organization. Next, we might have Samsung, um, California inventory organization. This is the structure we usually build. This is called enterprise structure. This is called enterprise structure. In the interview point of also, people will ask, what is your enterprise structure? Can you explain what do you mean of enterprise structure? So enterprise structure will have these building blocks like enterprise, divisions, then ledgers, legal entity, business unit, and inventory organization. Some might ask under the inventory organization also, that is locator what we have. Okay. So these are the list of building blocks. Now you are jumping into the organization. So start building this thing. Before building, you need access to log into the application. So how to get that access and all, I will explain you now. Okay. So usually, if you want to get an instance, your company will provide. Okay. If you want to get some demo instances, when you join in your company, any company, you need to ask for OPN. OPN means Oracle Partner Network ID. So if you have that, then you can able to create yourself to access um, the demo instances. From there, you will be able to find the instance name. Instance name. So don't worry, for now I will able to provide you all the demo instances. You can use it for your practice and login purposes. Okay. So let me share that. We usually go by demo dot. Let me open. I am opening the Chrome. So usually we go demo dot oraclecloud.com. So usually you will find all the demo instances here. In live environment, you no need to worry about these URLs and all, you will get it. Okay. So I am going to log in. Let me log in and come back because I don't want to record my company details. Okay. So I put my username and I am placing my password. So once you log in, you will get a URLs here. See, this is the instance we get. This is the demo store. You see, demo store Oracle will given. If you click on instance, you can see multiple demo instances given by Oracle for different products. This many products they have. Ours is Fusion. This is the Fusion. If you click on the Fusion, so here we will get the instance. This is the instance, Fusion instance name. So if you click on Fusion, here is the password. This is common password for all the users. So we need to copy. This I will share to you. If you click on Fusion Launchpad, it will trigger the another window. From here, we can click on the ERP and SCM cloud login. We can have other logins also, mobile browser and all. Ours is ERP and SCM cloud login. This is the username and password we need to pass here for this demo instances. So we have a multiple demo users because we are Oracle given a product. So if you want to set up our own users, if you want to edit something, if you want to customize something, we need to first log in, right? So for that, we usually get demo users. Also, Oracle will have a demo data because we need to understand, right, specific functionality work properly or not. So we will test with Oracle provided demo data. Oracle provided demo data. That way we can able to get how we can able to use with Oracle provided demo data. So the demo data for users is usually we have two types of users we said, right? One is implementation users. Second is business users. Implementation users usually have something like SCM underscore IMPL. SCM underscore IMPL. Next we have fin underscore IMPL. That is IMPL means implementation user. Implementation user. So the same users you can also find from here. If you click on back, yeah, sorry, here. So user search. Here you can able to find the list of users. For example, our track is SCM. Okay, so we can able to select country and we can search 360-degree SCM. So these are all the business users. Okay, here we can have a technology also SCM. We have like okay procurement PRC. You see the Kelvin Roth is the some kind of a procurement manager. If something is not working with your own user, you can check with this user login and whatever access this user have, get that access and then you can able to observe what is missing for your user. So like that, we can create multiple users. Okay. So we can able to search. Okay. And we can able to understand what is that, you know, users that we need to use. See here, SCM underscore IMPL. This is the implementation user. Okay. Likewise, PRC, we don't have anything with PRC, but we have a fin underscore IMPL. You can able to find fin underscore IMPL. Okay, it's not there, but these are the standard users, fin underscore IMPL. And our users, like I said, if you take SEM, you have 360-degree user, then you have any of these users you can pick for our testing purpose. And we can compare their roles. Okay, and these are the demo data given by Oracle. Boss, when you want to check something, you check with my data first. Then you try to replicate same thing for your users and do the testing and all. Okay, so these are the SEM underscore and fin users are the implementation user for you know business users. So you can use um, in case of any item creation. So you can use something like production. Okay, it's not coming with the date that I want to keep. Okay, here we'll keep. Sorry, product. So see, product data steward is the Charles Johnson. He is the person taking care of the item creation process. Item creation process. Charles. Item creation. Next, we have we have um, next is receiving. There is no receiving. Okay. Sales. Okay, this is the planner. Okay. So let us go by warehouse manager. He can able to receive and do. Let me take a CM manager, David Lawson. He will take care of the all the code to cash. Okay, process. And we can give any other person. Yeah, order manager. He is the person taking care of the order creation, sales order creation process. Likewise, Kelvin Roth is the person who take uh, the procurement manager, procurement process he can take care or she can take care. Okay, procurement manager. So like that, these are the business users. They do specific activity. We are the implementation user. We will do all the setups. Let us now navigate to the application and try to access and see how the look and feel. So far, you guys, any doubts? Are you following me before going to next?
Yes, Subbu.
Okay, good, Ram. Anyone else? You are able to follow me or following, or do you need any
Yes,
class?
sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir. We are following.
good, good, Tippeswamy. You are following the terminology and all right?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Cool. So now I clicked on, I'll reach here. I said you can use SCM. Sometimes what happen, it is demo instances. People like you keep changing passwords. Okay, don't change any passwords. Okay, so it's a demo instance. Not only me, many of people have access to this. So some or other, we used to change some passwords for some of the users. So if one user not works, you can go with another user. So likewise, we have many implementation users, something like SCM 01 student to SCM 40 dot student. Till that time, we have a username, and that means SCM 02 dot student, SCM 03 dot student till SCM 40 dot student will have users, implementation users. Something like that, SCM 01 dot instructor also is there, instructor. So like that, some 10 or something is there with this instructor. Something like that, TRC 01 dot student also will be there. So like this, we have many users that I can able to, give you what are all the list of users that we have. I have a list. Let me ping you that as well. Okay. So if one user not working, you can use any of these users. Okay. I use this demo instance. Some reason if it is not working, then I will give you this. Okay. Okay, this is I'll keep in our WhatsApp group description. So if username is mismatching in the middle, you can use any of these users to access. Okay. So now let us log in with the scm.student1 or scm_impl. We generally log in with scm_impl. So password we have here. This is the password. I'm just copy pasting. Sign in. So in real time, you just get the URL. In the URL, you need to log in. So there are two cases. We have single sign on, or you need to log in with username and password. When it is single sign on in your company, they give a email address and password, and you need to log in using same to your laptop, right? So the same details we need to pass to log into the application. To log into the application. So it's logging. Sometimes instance will be slow. So it better to practice in late evenings, US hours. It will be bit more speed. Let me get one more instance, which I just pinged to my one of the student. Okay. So I think it's the same instance I pinged that guy. Okay. Okay. So now this is your login page. The moment you log in with uh, the moment you log into your application, or someone, this Tijil is one of the trainer who give costing related trainings. So he is also using same instance. So this is common. It has been shared with multiple people. Okay. So this is the home page. The moment you log into the application, you will get a page something like this. Okay. So here is a logo. Our company logo will have whatever. Now we are implementing for Samsung, right? We will see Samsung logo here. Okay. Now this is the menu. It's kind of a navigator. Whatever you are seeing here, right? All will come here in this navigator. This sometimes we call hamburger, sometimes we call the navigator. It's a hamburger menu. Okay. If you click on this, whatever you see here, right? All will come under this navigator. Okay, okay, we are using same instance everywhere. Trying to find another instance, but everybody using same only. It's very slow. Why this is not hide? Come on. Yeah, see, you got the details like this. These are the list of functions that we can do here. Whatever you are seeing here. This is called a kind of a sandbox, or we called work area, where we can able to see all this thing. Okay. These are like infolets which we will see in the downside. Infolets. We can see a graphical way of understanding how many orders created, how many orders pending to ship. All this we will maintain in the form of infolets. Okay. Okay. So now, since we are using a demo instance, they will have, sorry, demo user, he has his own user access. So we need to create our own user first of all. How to create our own user? How to create our own user? Give me a minute. Okay, so then if you are there in any, let's suppose we switch to supply chain execution, there is a hell lot of things we have here. For example, I am clicking on the one of the thing. So if you click here, it will take you a inventory related transaction screen. Okay. Oh my God, it's taking so long. Okay, I got one more instance. I requested my student to share because he is working in Oracle. So it will be bit speed. Okay, let me try now. Okay, I got it. Cool. Whenever you see there is something called dev 40, dev instance, that will be bit speed. Or this one we have, this one is common demo. See, now it's taking so long. So in real time, you don't face this sort of a thing. It will be way faster. Okay, because you don't, have a common thing that everybody will access. This is belongs to your business only. Okay, now, so this is the home page. If you need to click on this home page, then it will take you to the home page. This is a home page of this person, and this is the navigator. You can see the navigator have a list of work area, or we called as a offerings. Okay, offerings. The same thing you can able to access from here also. The same thing you can access from here also. Whichever your convenient way, you can go ahead and access that. Next, if you are doing any transactions in any module, okay, so you want to come back to main screen, you need to click on this home icon. When you click on this home icon, wherever you are navigating to the home screen. That is when you log into a screen you reach, right? There you will reach. there you will reach. Okay. So now I am doing some transaction. No, I don't want to. I want to come back and So then we can click on this. Oh my God. Okay. So you will come back here. Next, this is the favorites and recent. Instead of in business, you need to do some activity. For example, I want to create items. I need to click and I need to go to product data steward or product management. So here PLM administrator or product team. Okay, so there is no product here. Payables, order management, product management, the product information management. If I want to create an item, I need to navigate. Likewise, I need to be in product management, taking time. Okay, then we need to select the item. So instead of that, business want to keep a favorite. So that favorites, we can able to get it done from here. The moment that we can click on this star when we are in that screen. Okay. अरे यार. So we reach into the product management information. From here, if you want to create an item, this you need to click. This is called task. And here we need to select create item. This much navigations we need to do the particular transactions, particular creation of item. So user say that I want this to be favorite. I don't want to navigate this much. So then they can go to these favorites and they will add. Like they can go to click here and they can able to add to favorites, product information management, save and close. This will come here. Okay, product information management will come here. So and also whatever recently we navigate, all will find in the recent item. Whatever navigation we do, all the recent items will found in the recent item. So that will help we can where we last navigated. So this is a star that we use. This is kind of a checklist. You want to do something little later. You may forget, right? So you will keep into a watch list. If you are writing any competitive exams and all, there also you will enable this watch list. Okay, this one I am not 100% sure. Let me complete remaining thing. I will reach for here. Meanwhile, whatever answers, let it finish. Something like that we do. Okay, watch list. I want to see this later. So that is how watch list we will maintain. Okay. Next is this is the notification. This is very important. For example, if you are creating a requisition, it goes to your manager for approval. The manager can able to see that okay, this is approved. This need to be rejected. What you need to do. So he said he will approve. Then it will go back a notification to the person who raised, and he will say that okay, so and so requisition got approved by your manager. Like that we can able to select that. Okay, this is the place where you can see your user details. Okay, for this there is no security console. Okay, don't worry, that is not found here. So now here, what is the version of the application? So every year we are in release 13. Now we are in release 13. We called as a R13. R13 version. It started with release 12 before release 12. That is a century. They keep some kind of we are into 13th century, something like that. The Oracle has been giving some data. So we are into release 13 now. Before it was release 12, that has been upgraded to release 13. So in R13, we are in R13. In Oracle, what happened? Every year they will do four releases. Four releases. So they keep it as A, B, C, D, something like that. A, B, C, D. So they will keep. Now we are in 2025. So first 3 months they call 25A. Next 3 months they call 25B. Next 3 months they call 25C. Next 3 months they call 25D. Like that, the Oracle keep updating every quarter. They will do some changes. We will do whether the change work for business or not. We need to check. Okay. So if you want to see what is the version that we are in, you need to click on about this application. It will show that what version. See, we are in 25C. Which month? We are in July. So that is the reason we are getting 25C. See here 2507, then we are 25C is the version. Release 13, 25C. This is the release 13. Let us see the other one. What is the version it is there? This is very slow. So you are understanding, right? What is the release versions and all. Now, if you want to create, there are three major roles. There are three major roles. If you want to implementation user, you are an implementation user. If you want to set up or if you want to give a user creation, or you want to provide a role creation and role access to users, there is a admin related activities that we'll do. Admin activities. What is the admin activity? When you join to company, you need to have a access for instance to create some transactions, etc. So this and all we maintained by doing admin usually do that activities. So we called security console. That name is security console. This security console will get access when you have a role called IT security manager. If you have this role, then you will find a screen or you will find a name called security console. That is the UI means screen. UI means screen, user interface. Okay. So if you have a security console, what you can do using security console means you can able to create the user. You can create roles, assign the roles to users, and you can able to all user management. A user, in case lock, you can unlock user. If you want to change this password or reset this password, everything you will get it done using this UI, that is security console. If you have a security console access means you have a IT security manager role. That's where you can say you have that access. So if you want to do any setup, if you want to do any setups, like you want to create our enterprise structure, example, you want to create a ledger, you want to create a legal entity, if you want to create a business unit, if you want to do any setups, then you need to have access to application implementation consultant role. Application implementation consultant role. This role is required. If you have this access, you can see a UI called functional setup manager. Functional setup manager. If you have this screen, you can able to do any setups in the system. Any setup in the system. So in cloud, if you want to run any program, we usually run programs for different purpose. You want to generate your salary slip. You want to see your form 16 or something. We usually have a program so that need to submit. So if you want to submit any programs, then you need to have a role called employee. When you have an employee, you will get access called enterprise scheduler service. So what you will do with this is you can able to run programs. So if you want to a implementation user, you must have these three roles. If you don't have employee, you cannot able to run some jobs, but you can able to do all the setups if you have this access. If you don't have this setup, you cannot able to do user creation process. That is fine. Sometimes we don't do this. Some users, another person will do, admin team will do. Okay. For us, this role is only majorly required to do any configurations. Okay. Let us access security console and understand how to create the user. So for clear, right? Guys, anybody?
Yes, Subbu. So,
Okay,
okay.
perfect, perfect. So now I am click on this navigator, and to access user creation things, you need to go to tools. You can see here security console. Here is the security console. So under tools, you can see security console. When you see security console, what I said, you have IT security manager role. Okay. So click on this. So you are navigating to that UI. UI means all the user interface or screens. See what I said? You can able to create the roles. Here you can create the roles. Okay. You can edit the roles. Okay. And like I said, duty role, job role, abstract role. These are the things that we discussed, right? Job role, duty role, abstract role. There is no data role. Before it was there data role also in release 12. From release 13 version onwards, they removed that. Okay. Next, if you click on user, here you can able to create new user by clicking on add user. And analytics, anything related to users, that graphical format it will show how many users we have. So administrator, the count we can see, total administrator 9, role category. Just it will give a pictorial format. Wherever you see analytic means it's kind of a graphical representation format. You can see the information. Okay. So SCM related duty roles setups. Okay. All we can able to see. Next, certificates. Usually in real time, we will get some certificates to be installed. You cannot able to access um, instance directly. You need to have a VPN. VPN means virtual private network. Once you install VPN and you will connect to that VPN, then only the system will allow you to access the instances. Okay. So that certificates they will install by this will get done by the admin team. Okay. User category. So this is like we can create our own category how we want to set up. For example, my you know password. My password should be like first name and last. Sorry, my username should be first name and last name. Okay. Here I can't use the password which I used last time. Something like that we keep, right? That we can control here. How to keep set up a password. Every 90 days you need to reset. 10 days before you get a warning. Okay. So when the token is expired, password complexity how you want. You ensure that you should have a 8 characters and one number. Then only it will allow. Like that, we will set up in the password policy. Don't worry. In real time, you are not going to do this and all unless you are an admin. If you are an admin, you need to know all this process. Okay. This is the up extensions. We can able to build some integration with the other systems and all. Okay. This is not required for us. This is the API authentication. Like I said, single sign-on process. Okay. When you are single sign-on, this again we need to get these details from Oracle, the single sign-on. So then you need to put your authentication. Then you can able to, sometimes you need to get a OTP in your mobile. You need to put that OTP. Like that, we can able to log in to our application. Okay. And administration. This is again all, admin team will use it for how you want to preferences, how to start a custom role. Okay, this and all we can able to keep it. For us at least we should know how to create user, how to create role is enough as a functional consultant. Okay, so let us create our first user. So you just click on add user account. So here by default user category default coming, that is coming from here user category. So if you there whatever categories you created here, you can able to select them. Okay, you can select them. Okay, so default I am selecting. When it is default, if I give first name and last name, my username will pick from first name dot last name. Okay, that automatically comes. And password I should select 8 characters, 1 number. That is, this is giving here the symbol. See, 8 characters and 1 number. Password policy. This and all coming from user category. Okay, so this password should be matched. Then only it will allow us to log in. Okay, so let us say I am creating Samsung for my easy convenient. Samsung SCM, SCM, or else, yeah, Samsung SCM is fine. See, Samsung.scm automatically created. So if you give email address, you will receive email also. Let me give my email address. So that my email address, this is my number. I am removing my number. So if I keep it, this so many emails I start getting. That's fine. So password I am giving welcome at the rate 123. Welcome at the rate 123. So now I just creating my user. I'm not giving anything. Save and close. I'm not giving anything, any roles I am not giving. I just created a user. Sometimes you are not able to log in. That time you can see the locked got ticked. That means you 5 times if you use a wrong password. 5 times if you use a wrong password, then your account will be locked. Now let us see whether I received any email or not. Usually it is online. Everything is, you know, live system. The moment you create it, you will receive an email. Oh, I got it. See, this is the email. Okay, congratulations. So the moment I can click this, I can able to log in. Reset. See, it is asking you reset your password since this password is given by someone else. So what password I can give? I can give um, apple at the rate 123. Apple at the rate 123. Okay, submit. So this way I can able I start keep getting emails further for more. Whenever I do any transaction, see I got your password reset confirmation. Okay, so I can able to real time happen same thing. Whatever we send boss, I said reset your password. See I got now. Samsung dot scm apple at the rate 123. Now I am logging. I will get nothing. See, this is my user, Samsung SCM. I'm a implementation user. I don't have any access. There's some generic access that I have, but nothing I can do. Whereas if you see this other user, he has very good number of menus or uh, infolets or sandbox, many things we have. See, this much I don't have. Okay, and I also don't have anything, something like if I go tools, usually we have uh, security console. If I go tools itself, we have a schedule process. Where is that schedule? Notification. Here itself, he is not an employee. That's might maybe he's not getting access that schedule service. Okay. If you go enterprise, you will see setup and maintenance. Setup and maintenance. Whatever we are functional setup manager, right? That screen is called setup and maintenance. I don't have any access. I don't have any access. If I click it, nothing I will get. Okay. So let us assign a security console to this person. When I assign IT security manager, then you will see security console here. Okay. So now I am going back to SCMP IMPL user and I am clicking on security console and I am selecting users. Now I have already created user. I need to query my user. So here at least 3 letters you need to give. Samsung. Search. Anything match it will come. See, my user is coming up. Okay. So if I click on Samsung, I can see the information about this user. There is no roles. Okay, we have a information. The password going to expire on October 4th. So now you need to edit this. If you want to add roles, you need to click on add roles. Click on add roles. So here we will give our role is IT security manager. IT security manager. So any of these roles, always better to give Aura, start with Aura and select that role. Do not use any copy roles. Okay. Select this IT security manager. Okay. Don't select copy one. We can able to create roles by copy the seeded roles and we can edit some of the information. Okay. Here IT security manager, you need to click on add role membership. When you click on that, you can see here down, it got added. Just click on done, save. So this I added one role to my user, Now I am going back. Let me click on done. I am going back to my user. I am going to log out and log in again. This is sign out and sign in again to see the changes. What is the name? Samsung.scm apple@123. So if see, I got some more access now. Before I don't have only few access I have. Now I got some more access. That comes from the role. I can see now tools. I can see now security console. So now myself I can able to log in and I can add my roles. In real time, what they will do is, let's suppose Ram has joined a company. Boss, I need to do inventory related setups. Can you give the access? The admin team say that, hey Ram, I gave the security console access. You can go and assign whatever access you need it. So now Ram login and he came to security console and he go to users and he will search with his username. And Ram start assigning his own whatever roles required for doing his job. Okay. For example, Ram need to do setups. That means setup and so we can able to duplicate this window at a time. We can 10 duplicates we can do. If I can duplicate, don't worry about this error. You just remove here and hit enter. You can able to log in. You will be in another screen. Here you will be another screen. Okay, don't worry about this also. Just click on home. Now Ram, if you see, he don't have enterprise. There is no, he has setup and maintenance, but you don't get many of the access. You cannot able to do any of the setups and all. You cannot able to do. For example, let me take. See, you don't have required permission to perform this task. Your application security administrator can grant one of the authorized role listed this task. So you are not having access. Even though you seeing the setup and maintenance, you are not able to do any configuration. For that, the user should have a role called application implementation consultant. Application implementation consultant. You can select this job, okay, or this also fine. Any of these two would be fine. Or ASM application, sorry, not manager, application implementation consultant, or ASM application implementation consultant. This is the job role. This is the role. It will give access to create the configurations. Access to create the configurations. Okay. Now click on done. You see there are two roles. Now save and close. Now let us try to access the setups. Click on home. So now let us go to, usually you will find from here itself, that is setup and maintenance. If you are not finding setup and maintenance here, you need to check from here, setup and maintenance. Under and my enterprise, you will see setup and maintenance. Most of the time when you have application implementation consultant role, you will get access here, setup and maintenance. If you click on setup and maintenance, now it will allow to create a transactions. Earlier, if I click on item, see, I got manage unit of measure, it will not throw any error. It will allow you to create the setup. It will allow you to create the setup. Come on. Oh, it's slow. Setup and maintenance. Items. Manage unit of measures. This may be requiring some role like product data steward. That's why it's not allowing. Let me check other setups. Let me create a organization, maybe location. Manage locations. So here you can able to access the all task or a specific task and all. Okay, it is not there. Manage enterprise profile you will find. Yeah, here is a manage locations. See here, you can able to create a new location. New location. So if you want to run any job, you need employee role. So usually we will go tools, you will find schedule process. This is the thing that is required. So sometimes you will not find this schedule process. So that time you need to assign employee role to your user. Then only you will get access to run the programs. So any programs you want to run, you need to come to the scheduler service and run these jobs. It's taking time. Yeah, here we'll input the what programs we need to run, that we need to select here. Okay. So let us assign employee role to my user, that is Samsung SCM. Security console, user Samsung.scm. Click on the name and edit, add role and select your role, that is employee. This is the way of creating implementation user, and how to log in, how to access different places. Any doubt so far? Any clarification or anything you're able to following?
So before we implementing this, the Oracle clouds, we need to get this access, right, Subbu, for this
Yes,
working
yes,
share. Okay.
yes. That is fair. So it is something like you bought um how to say Netflix access, right? For
Yes.
example. So then you subscribe it. You will get your own username and password. Then you will log into that Netflix account. Then you will see the content, right?
Yes.
Similarly, we ask Oracle, we want to buy Oracle Fusion from you. So whatever application you are seeing here, when you go here, when I go to setup and maintenance, you will see here many offerings. These are all offerings. This much we will not require for my company. I may ask, give me the financials, okay? Give me the procurement, order management, product. These four only we will buy, or five manufacturing. Remaining we
Okay.
don't buy, okay? It's like how you are taking subscription. You want to 4K, you want to, 1 month, you want to, this like there is a subscription level, right? Likewise, our company based whatever required offerings we will select. Once we get that, Oracle will give a URL, something like that they will give, and they will give a username and password. That will have a admin power. The admin will give access to required team. Okay, Ram, you are the SCM consultant, right? Okay, I'll give a security console access. You can start working yourself. The other role creation, other user creation. Likewise, they will start asking. Clear?
Yes. Okay. Okay. Got it.
So we are not going to install anything in our machine. All we will get a URL, username and password. We can start our work from there. Okay,
Okay.
right. So any other doubts? We will take a break. We can
Sir,
join
hello,
after some time if you guys are available. Okay, yeah,
sir. I
go
am
ahead.
audible. Sir, I am
Yes.
audible.
Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sir, actually, the username and password we have to create, right? Right, sir.
See, if you are if before you need to create any one username and password, you should able to log in, right? You should supposed to log in, then only you can
Okay.
able to create username and password, correct?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
Tippeswamy need to create Subramaniam user. If he need to create my user, he should have username and password. So
Yes.
somebody need to create your username and password. Then you can able to do your job will be admin job. So your job will be checking user have right access, resetting user passwords. In case users locked, you need to unlock them. This is your job. Then you should have that roles, and you should be user in the system. Okay.
Okay. Okay. But username they provided by the particular Oracle company, right, sir?
They will give admin user access to one of the member in the company.
Okay.
We start creating our users. We start giving admin powers to us to do remaining transactions and remaining setups.
Yes.
Okay, common users they will share.
Okay, sir.
Any other
Thank you, sir.
doubts? So we'll stop for day, because if it's I don't want to overload you. I will give the URL, username and password. So don't reset the password of whatever user I am giving, because if you are resetting that, then we will have a challenge. And don't share with anyone. You see, this is pretty speed. Okay, this is I am getting from my student. So he might also have a risk, right? If you guys are sharing with somebody else, they reset the password of the main user, then he can himself not able to log in. Then we have a challenge. Don't do that. If you are taking the other one which I created, this is, don't worry, this is common. I can also reset. I can find other users. This is not a problem. But the one which this dev 40, don't share with anyone and don't reset the passwords. You create your own user and you can play with your user. Clear?
Okay, yeah, got it.
Okay. So that's it for the day. If you are guys available, maybe after 1 hour, we can continue. Otherwise, we can continue tomorrow. Better, I'll come.